Yo boys, we are back. There was a crash on OBS. I apologise for that. It's not my fault. I will apologise for that, boys. There was no intention to end the stream at all. There was a minor OBS crash, and as far as I'm aware, the OBS crash should be now fixed. Yeah, the OBS crash is fixed. Apologise in advance, boys. I don't see why the hell we had a crash. Apologise for that, everybody. I did not know we were going to crash, didn't know we had a crash, and didn't know anything like that was happening. It seems a lot of things are going on for some reason. See, I could pull up the games, but it's whether I'm going to get demonetized or get moaned at for pulling up the games. You see, I could pull up the Brighton games, Fabio, but the only problem I've got is there's a possibility after 20 minutes or so on the stream I have to reload it again. So if you want me to pull up the Brighton games, I can do. It will just be a case of me having to reload the stream again. It's up to you. What is the Brighton current score? Right, we are off. Right, let's just see. Let's see if YouTube. Hi Fabio. I'm gonna try and pull the games up. I'm gonna see if YouTube's gonna be little demonetizing pieces of shit like they always are, but we'll have a look. We'll have a look if it actually allows me to pull the game up. I'll be very shocked if it allows it, to be honest. I'll be shocked if I can even get the game up, to be honest, because it doesn't want to allow me to get the game up. We'll reload it. Oh yeah, I've got something to show you, Fabio. Right, I've got the Champions League up now. So we should be able to get the Liverpool game up. I'm just going to wait for that to load up. But while I'm waiting Right, so we pull this up. We can see kind of what's going on to an extent. Because I would pull the game up because I've got the game running on my phone with the chat. But I just don't want to get done the kind of what do you call it, getting demonetized for pulling the game up. So this is currently what we're going with. It's not bad though. We need a Brighton goal though. We need some Brighton goals. But if you're fine with this, Fabio, that'll be fine. Just as this can show us a kind of a statistic for what's going on, to an extent. Or just because, right, last time I played the game for me and Slay, YouTube thought it was funny to end my streams and then block out the thing afterwards, and it just took the absolute piss. It just took the piss to a whole new level. It was a mick take. It was a mockery. Utter nutter mockery. Ugh. But no, that's not looking too bad for now. I wonder how we will keep this up, but I wonder how Brentford are doing. No. While doing this, I'm hoping it's going to recognise Google of the fingers, but I don't think it is. And if that ain't, we've got a problem. Hold on. Here we go. We've got it. This is great for us, boys. This is very good for us. I will turn the volume down, otherwise you boys cannot hear me at all. But we will take a Solly March goal. Because that is justice for what FPL did to us. Because if everyone goes back, and I posted a tweet about this the other day, because I was in absolute furious, because if you go back and you look at the FPL game from the Sunday, with March's goal, where it was ruled as an own goal for Harrison, and it got changed back to a March goal, because it wasn't in within the hour of FPL doing the thing, they never gave March the goal, which was a disgrace. So the fact that Solly March has scored his goal is a godsend, and he's goddamn worthy. So I'm bloody proud of him, because he should have 2. And I think it's a mockery that he doesn't have 2. But hey, we'll have the March goal. It's been a long time coming. It's a nice goal. And boy, the looks of it, Matoma has got the assist. And he has. Well, there's my week absolutely effed. Because I ain't got frickin' Matoma as my captain. And I've got Tony, who's doing jack shit. So, great frickin' week. Fabio, fair play. You're going to hear me whinge that I didn't captain Matoma because I had the armband on him all frickin' week. But fair play. He's got a goal and an assist. Nothing but moments to you. At least I can say my Brighton midfield has got 26 points with March bonus points, and there's only 1 goal into the game. I am going to attain so much rank with that. So, to be honest with you, if Tony scores 1 goal tonight, then I have gained more than enough rank to be pleased. Because there's not enough Matoma captainers to affect my rank. But it would be nice for Tony to get a goal. Because if Ivan Tony gets a goal, he'll get 9 points. So that'll put him to 11. So we want an Ivan Tony goal. And to be honest with you, I know you boys want to watch this at the same time, but if I pull up the FPL team now, assuming it's reloaded. Look at this, boys. Look at that. That's the triple Brighton midfield paying off, that is. That is the triple Brighton midfield paying off. They're talking about at least 24 points overall for me. I'd argue he might not get bonus points. I'd argue that. But to be honest, if Tony gets a goal and goes to 11, and Matoma has 12, that's not something I'll be annoyed about, because I went with Tony because of his overall ownership. I know I had it on Matoma, but to be honest, I am more than happy with 68 points. And with Weyer and a Henry clean sheet, if Rico Henry gets an assist, that'd be amazing. I'm more than happy with that. So, yeah, no, that's not bad. I mean, we're just waiting on a Brentford goal now. We're just waiting on an Ivan Toney goal. Stats, pretty even. We just want... But to be honest with you, there's 75 minutes of the game left. Matoma's probably going to score another goal. Pissed me off even more for the fact I changed him from my captain, and then... Yeah, no. I went with Tony, though. For me, Tony was just the most owned captain, so it just seemed the right decision. For me. I'm gaining points on the mini league, though, which is all that matters. Which is good, because I am gaining a lot of points on top. I just could really do with, obviously, a Ivan Toney goal. I think what we'll do is we'll have the Brighton one and then we'll pull up the Brentford one. And we'll keep switching around the 2 games just to see how both the teams are doing. But I think we're more than happy with that March goal. I just don't want Crystal Palace to not score, because I would love for everyone not to get in the stupid unclean sheet again. That would be amazing. And Fabio, you can't whinge because you've got enough points as it is. If we pull up your points now, actually, I'm quite curious to what you'll be on. Because I'm quite sure you should, if I'm not mistaken, be having a very good week. Yeah, you're on 68. And in fairness, 68 is the same as me. I've just obviously got... So considering I've got Tony captain, I'm very happy. Oh, I told you to go Matoma. I knew it was better for you to go Matoma. I just went Tony. For the one reason is, I'm already a high rank. And if Tony decides to score, then I'll be freaking screwed. So, it was more just a case of logic. I don't really want to go down in rank. The person who's next to me in my league, Captain Tony as well. So it just seemed the right decision to not go down, if that makes sense. Is there no commentary? Okay. Okay, seems we'll just keep the Brighton on. Do you know what I find very funny? Is how Sanchez has not played the last 2 games. He's mad. We're just obviously waiting now. Just waiting. How's your day been anyway, Fabio? You been doing anything interesting today? I've got to go study, but I'll stay on. Cheers. We'll see if we can get Slay in here. Hold on, let me... What have you got to go and study for anyway after? After this game, what you got to go and study for? Free kick Brighton, we will have that. That will be a Solly March free kick. Oh no, Cole was talking. Oh yeah, it's back at the defence, that's why. Junior Model United Nations. Where are you from, Fabio, again? You from United States or something? Junior Model United Nations. Oh, nice. Science test tomorrow. Oh, just wait, bro. You think it's bad, like in the grade 8s and stuff, but just wait till you get to my year, bro. It's honestly, I had like five tests the other week, 3 the week before. I've got 6 modules in GCSEs I'm taking, 6 different GCSEs. I'm taking a stats one, a maths one. I'm taking 2 English GCSEs, a science GCSE, a history GCSE. I don't remember if I'm taking a animal care GCSE when I've done the test, but I'm taking quite a few. But I'll still make time for this, obviously. I've got to make time somewhere. So you live in China, but an American school in Europe. Nice. Yeah, exactly. Oh god. And like, I don't even study every day, bro. I would put it down to the fact that I probably study 4 days a week. Yeah, I'd say I study 4 days a week. But I don't really study, to be honest. Like, I do my studying at school. We don't have homework, so we'll do like, basically when everyone else is doing like normal, like school days and stuff with tests like once every, we'll do like 4, 5 mock tests in a week. And then we do the exams. But luckily, I've done all my exams now until July, so... Not July, sorry, June. So, I'm not too bad. And I've got study leave again in May, so... That's not too bad for us. I am enjoying those FPL streams, though, recently again. It's nice to get back into watching the football fully. Brentford is still 0-0 first half. That's nice. We've got the Brentford possession, and we've got the Brentford score down the bottom, which is lovely. Come on, March. Come on, Sally March. Get another goal. But I want McAllister to assist it this time. You're not allowed any more Matoma stuff, Fabio. You can just deal with the Matoma stuff you've got. It's the beauty, though, of having 3 Brighton midfielders. Even if people have got Matoma captain, I benefit the rewards of all 3 Brighton midfielders, which is a very nice thing. It's like McAllister will minimum be on 10 points without bonus. Just because I've got him in my FPL team. So, at the minute for me, the way I'm looking at this, he's got a goal through bonus, he's on 8 points, he'll be on minimum 9 points. You've got March, who's going to be on minimum 9 bonus 12. Matoma's going to be on 11 plus bonus 1 or 2, so 13, 12. So, I would be very pleased with this team. I've still got Tony. I've got Raya Henry, so I'm hoping Brentford can keep a clean sheet. I'm very happy with this. And Brentford are on 63% possession, so I could see Tony getting a goal versus Southampton, you know. Typically goes down to 63 once I say that, but honestly, I could really see some big goals in this game. Come on, March. Ah, come on. Come on, boys. We want some more goals. Oh, Decore, you can get stuffed. Stupid Palace mongrel. I can't stand Crystal Palace. I don't know what it is. Commendments to them. I think they played really well versus City and did not deserve to lose that game. I think that should have been a draw. The penalty was ridiculous. It should never have been a penalty. So, commendments to them. I think they were a good side, and I want them to score, but I want Brighton to win. But I only want to score, so everyone loses their stupid on clean sheets, so I gain more rank. But, to be honest with you, it really is a tough one. Really is. Pascal Gross would have been someone I would have considered, you know, if he was actually playing well, but he's not. He's playing dog water. Well, he was playing really well at the start of the season, so. Free kick, Palace, Michael Elise, Michael Elise, or Eze will take this. Probably Elise. So this could be a good free kick for Palace if it's in a good position, but obviously you don't know on here whether it's in a good position or not, so. If this is a good free kick position for Palace, then I could see this going in. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. Palace are defensive. Yeah, I just be honest with you, I don't think that City played absolutely, and I'll say it, shit. Because they did. They was appalling. And do you know what? The fact for me that City have not even been suspended for all these accusations for games this season is a mockery to football itself. And what got on my nerves the other night, and I was going to do a United podcast this morning and talk about this, and I had the same chat with Mark Goldbridge the other day on the live, was that Casemiro red card was an absolute mockery. It was injustice. He did not go deliberate studs up. There was no malicious intent in that tackle. They've both gone in for the ball with their studs, but they never studs up. They've gone into the ball with their studs face down, with their boots. His foot slipped over the ball, and his studs have gone into the player's leg. Fair enough, it's a yellow card. But because there's no malicious intent, what happens if the Southampton player went into Casemiro? I could guarantee you that if the same thing happened, it would have been a yellow card. And you know why it would have been a yellow card? No one likes Man United. Everyone hates us, all the refs do, so there's loads of bias. No one likes Brazilians in the Premier League. Everyone's got something against Brazilians. And the refs are just appalling. The VAR is appalling. You can't make a tackle in football anymore without it being claimed as stupid malicious intent, a stupid yellow card for something that's ridiculous, or a red. Football is becoming a wussies game, and I'm going to say it's why everyone's on here, because it is, and it's ludicrous. And that's the same thoughts of that Palace City game the other night. City got away by a mile. It was never a penalty for Man City, just like it was never a penalty for Man City in that Leipzig game last night. The penalty they got for that hand out was no deliberate. The player was not sticking his hand out deliberately. He had his hand out balanced for when he was jumping down. Now, I'm a Salah owner in this FPL game. I know he missed that penalty, but I said straight away it was not a penalty. And the reason it wasn't a penalty, yes, it hit the Bournemouth player's arm, but he was using his arm in a natural position to steady his body for when he was falling down after jumping. Nothing wrong with that. No deliberate sticking the arm out. Fair play, good football, should never have been a penalty. The same goes for the City penalty last night and the City penalty versus Palace. It's a mockery to football, and the thing that gets on my nerves is you can have people now who do scissor tackles. Scissor tackles, like Wan-Bissaka does it, Shaw does it, Walker-Peters does it, loads of players do it. For me, it's not a good tackle. Players should be taught not to do it. Yes, it's effective. Yes, they win the ball and everyone goes, good tackles. Fair enough. But you're coming behind the player. You're essentially going two-footed, even though you're winning the ball. You're wrapping both your legs around there, so you're twisting the legs. You could be breaking the legs, dislocating the knees, all sorts, with a scissor tackle. No cards for it. And it's more malicious than exactly what Casemiro did. So if Casemiro's a red, then that Walker-Peters tackle on Garnacho, which put him in crutches going off the match, which we don't even know if he's either fine, broke his leg, sprained his ankle, or any news yet, which could be a life-threatening injury for a player like that, well, a career-threatening injury, all because of bad refereeing, stupid tackles that should not be allowed, and people getting sent off. Like, I'm not just saying this because I'm a United fan. You've got millions of people who are City fans, Liverpool fans, Bournemouth, everyone will say the same thing as me. Unless you're an Arsenal fan, because you've got the most biased things in the world. Arsenal fans have been in the closet for the past 6 years. The minute Arsenal start doing well, everyone comes out talking big and saying Arsenal are the best. I don't want nothing to do with arrogant Arsenal fans who have been rubbish for the past 20 odd or so years, and then all of a sudden think they're good. I don't want to know that. Fair enough, you're having a good season, but I don't want to know it. And it gets on my nerves when players get sent off for no reason. For me, a yellow card, even that was iffy. It was justifiable, but the fact you'd go over to the monitor and then all of a sudden say it's a red, when it was never a red in the first place, is ridiculous. And it just shows VAR and refereeing is a mick take. It's like the Southampton player was down on the floor, arms out, clear as day, deliberately, blocks the ball with his hand in the box, no penalty towards Man United. But then you look at the thing the other day, when we was against Real Betis and we won 4-1. That goal, the only goal they scored, the player controlled it with his chest, the ball rolled all the way down his arm onto his foot, clear handball as day, never looked at it. But then the other game in the Cup, when Martinez went down, did a handball pretty much the exact same way, it was given as a penalty. And it shouldn't have even been a penalty then if that was an indirect free kick for a handball and not a goal. Because that is ridiculous. And like the other day when all these United fans and all these people and Liverpool fans were slagging off United saying, oh yeah, you lost 7-0 to Liverpool. Yeah. Do you know what? I'll suck it up. It's a fluke. We played bad in the second half, I'll be honest. I think we've still been the past 3 months been the best side we have been in years. We've been in form since the World Cup. Ten Hag's done amazing things with players like Fred, McTominay, Rashford, Bruno. Players who haven't been performing for the past 2 years. He's took the same players and made an amazing squad out of it. So anyone who sits there like the other day slagging off Bruno Fernandes and all this press and everyone else, go and get a life. You don't know nothing about football and you're just disliking on a club like us because all of a sudden we're doing well. When Man United are winning and Bruno's playing well and we're winning when he's captain, which we win with him as captain 76% of the time. And the other 24%, when we lose, everyone starts saying he's a bad captain and then forget about all the wins. and that's a mockery to football. It's a mockery if you're a fan. I don't want you in my club, just like I don't want the Glazers in my club. I want to know who these owners are coming into my club, trying to investigate, and small owners to keep the Glazers in, and these investors. I want to know who they are so I can write an email that they'll never see complaining about it, because it's a mockery to football. The whole football's generally about money, and everything is just tarnish on football. Football is becoming a soft sport, and it's not intended to be a soft sport. You know, it's a game where you're going to get tackles, you're going to get injuries, you're going to get hurt. That's football. If things are done deliberately to hurt a player, and done with malicious intent, then fair enough, send him off. But when there's no malicious intent, Casemiro has values. He's even said in interviews, he has values that his mother taught him and everything else, even in the interviews, that he would never deliberately hurt a player. And I believe no one, unless you got malicious intent, would deliberately hurt a player. Roy Keane, Man United legend. I dislike some of the things he did because some of the tackles he did were malicious. And when he got sent off for him, even though I never got to see him play fully and I've seen the clips, and he got sent off for him, I thought, you know what, fair play. But when we get things given against us, and then there's things like that Casemiro tackle, if that was a Southampton player who got a red card, or a Liverpool player, or an Arsenal player, right, you'd have all these fans going, oh, no, that's not studs up, that's not a red card, that's not this, that's not that. But when it's a Man United player, and when it's a Brazilian, and we're saying the same thing that they would say if it was their club or their player, it's a totally different story. Because I could ask you right now, Fabio, if that was Haaland who did the same thing Casemiro did and got a red card, you'd be fuming. Just like everyone else. And I'd say the exact same thing if it was any other club's player, even if they were playing against us. Not a red card. Because it isn't. There's no ever been a thing, right, where for me, studs up should be a bad thing. I don't think that's fair. You've got all these other dangerous tackles, and everyone's whinging about studs up. Sometimes you can't prevent yourself from tackling studs up. Your foot can go straight, you slip, your studs go up, you've not done it intentionally. It's not bad. Yes, some people can end up with broken legs, but there's like a 1 in a million% chance of someone ending with a broken leg. And that's only if their shin pads are loose or they've hit the canvas of the leg. It's still an accident and it's bad. But then you look at that one with Walker Peters, he's actually injured Garnacho. He's a young player that could ruin his career, and he's not getting a red card, he's not getting a yellow card, he's not getting a talking off the ref, he's not getting nothing for that tackle. And do you know what? He has had some racist abuse recently, and I don't condone it, I hate it. Altogether, football is football. Don't be hating on players. I've got nothing against Walker Peters. I've got everything against the ref for the ref being a mockery. This is nothing against the players. This is nothing against the fans. This is just straight up bad refereeing. Bad VAR, it's been like it for the past 7 or 8 years, and it needs sorting out. So if that's not a mockery to football, then someone in the chat tell me what isn't, because it's ridiculous. It really is. And it's like, with things the other day, like, how can you take 10 minutes to decide whether someone scored an own goal, or the player scored? There's times when VAR needs to be quick, there's times where VAR is stupidly slow, and then there's times where VAR is just deliberately wrong. Oh, here we go. Brentford's conceded, I think. No, Brentford have scored. And it is Ivan Toney. We will have that. We will have that. Get in. 1-0 Brentford. Ivan Toney goal. That is perfect for me. That is what we've been waiting for, boys. But yeah, no, I'll apologise for having my little rant. I needed that little rant, to be honest. I've been waiting to get that out of my system all week. Because the refs are just mockeries to football itself. We're happy with that now. We're on 76 points. I'm quite happy to see you at the rankers. But no. To be honest, Fabio, I bet you're happy anyway because you've got Tony and all, so. To be honest, I know I've captained him, but you still got Matoma captain, so. I'm quite happy with that. Oh my life! I was going on here now thinking this was my team, but it's not. We've got Pratik's ID in there still from the other day. I was thinking, frickin' hell, what's going on here? But well done, Pratik. Well done, Pratik. I put Pratik's in there for him the other day, and I've just remembered that I haven't changed it. I was going, oh my god, this ain't mine. Wow, Pratik's not in here today, but fair play, Pratik. I forgot I still had him in there. Right, I forgot I still had it in there. Right, change ID. All my life, let me load up my FPL. Here we are. 87 points. Matoma's 2 bonus. March, 3 bonus. Tony, 3 bonus. And Tony could still score another goal. Wow, what a week, boys. What a week. And if we had Watkins on instead of Salah, this would have been like a 96 pointer. Bear in mind as well, we've got another 5 points for Raya, another 5 points for Henry with the clean sheet. There's another 10. We could get more bonus points for Raya, save points, goal for Henry or assist. Another Tony goal. There's still more chances of Matoma, March and McAllister getting goals. This is going to turn into 120 or so week. And do you know what? I need more points because I am going for that top 500k this week, boys. We're going for it. And I'll tell you what, Tony, you magnificent bloke, bro. You magnificent bloke. You've made my week. We will have that. Goal kick Brighton. We would like now just a Brentford clean sheet. I would love to find out who's got the assist for Ivan Toney. Knowing my luck, it's freaking Ben Mee because it'll be a typical freaking load of bull crap and it'll be Ben Mee who gets the assist. We will take a look. Norgard. Norgard. Not bad though. Not bad though. God, boys, we're having a great week. I'm assuming you're going to be having a really good week as well, Fabio. I think Slay's having a good week as well. Slay's missed out on Kane though, man. Slay's just hiding, you see. Slay's not coming here because Slay's whistling the lesson to me. Slay actually keeps pointing in Discord saying he's fucked. He's not fucked at all. He's having a great week, bro. I can't. I bet you Slay's having a good week. Slay can't be having a bad week, surely. Mate, Slay can't be having a bad week, surely. Mate, no, I wouldn't whinge about that because he's got another 10 points coming in. Still got Matoma and McAllister. Astute could keep a clean sheet. He's got the bonus points as well. No, man, 58's not bad. He's in for an 80-point week. How is going in for an 80 or so point week bad? I'm trying to figure out that. Wow, boys. What can I say? We're doing very well. Very happy with this. Very, very happy with this. Let's see what they're saying. We could do with a penalty for Ivan Toney, you know. Ivan Toney get 2 goals. Because that'll put him on like 15 points of what he's already got. Well, 13, no. Yeah. Yeah, no, 15 points. That'll be lovely. If Toney gets another goal. Because Toney will be on 11. Toney will be on 11 points. Without another goal. Another goal will put him to 15. I mean, you could get another 2 goals if Southampton start bottling it. But honest though, if these keep a clean sheet and Brentford keep a clean sheet or Tony gets another goal, then I'm quite happy with this week. I don't think I've got anything bad to say about this week. Right, this half's nearly done. So for now, we're just going to go back on the FPL page. Right, while we're waiting for the second half to come back, we will talk about next week. This is currently the lineup for next week. Because I know everyone's going to be asking about next week, obviously. And considering it's obviously Thursday tomorrow and Friday's the deadline, we'll talk about this because we won't be able to talk about this on Friday, so we'll get it out of the way now. This is currently how the team looks. Which is very good. And I probably will either captain Kane or Watkins, but most likely it will stay on Kane, as I trust Kane. And then I was debating March to armour on, but I'm not going to do that now. I think I'll play the 9. I think I'm happy playing the 9. I think I don't need to have 10 players. And I think I can just deal with whatever Almiron does. I think. Just deal with it. Take it on the chin. Because the only other option really is doing Salah to Almiron. And I have 1 free transfer, which means I could get Haaland back in for one of Tony or something and have 13 doubles instead of that. But I don't know. I just think Tony in a double game week is still worth it. But I was considering doing him to Iheanacho, but probably still worth it for 29 and just get him out game week 30 for Haaland. I think I'll probably plan on just saving the 2 for transfers or decide to Almiron. Bring Salah back in 29. Or Bruno Fernandes in 29 for March. Or keep Salah and just do March to Almiron and bring March back in later on. But I think I'd want March, McAllister and Matoma for 29, to be honest. I think I would want the triple up, on Brighton midfield again. I don't think there'd be any reason for not to want the triple up. Obviously Newcastle have got Forest, so there's clean sheets of both of those. I expect Ray Henry to get clean sheets versus Leicester. Chilwell should do good versus Everton. Bournemouth for Watkins and Cash. With Tony and Kane. I'll probably get, let's say Tony gets a goal. Kane gets, I reckon, 2 goals that week. So 6, a goal, bonus, goal, clean sheet, clean sheet, clean sheet. I'd say probably a 60 to 80 point week. And that's with 9 players. As I just think the back line, I could probably guarantee, I could probably get 6 clean sheets there. If Brentford managed to hold off Leicester. Because I think Chelsea will hold off Everton. Villa will hold off Bournemouth. And Trippier and Botman will hold off Forest. I just need Raya and obviously Henry to hold off Leicester. Which is why I'm not bringing Maddison in. Because then I'll have Maddison versus my 2 defenders. Which is really what I don't want. I just don't want that. Minutes. But no. I'd love to see you boys' forward, so it'd be nice. Are you still in here, Fabio? Oh man, I've got Slay whinging. I did tell him to go Kane. So I ain't bothered about that. I did say to him play Kane. I told you Watkins would outscore Saka, Fabio. That has really paid off for you, rank, because that will have gained you so much rank with Watkins. See, I didn't think you went Chilwell, obviously. Chilwell would have been nice for you and all. I went Chilwell as a punt, and somehow Chilwell just paid off. That's the roll of the dice, and look. If Chilwell wouldn't have scored, I would have ended up with 2 points, and Estupiñán would have outscored him. That's just a roll of the dice you take. You roll the dice, you take a punt, and just hope it pays off. And I think with Chilwell scoring that goal for me this week was brilliant. Chilwell scoring that goal was just brilliant. You know, 76 points this week. Watkins on the bench with 8. I was going to play him over Salah, but considering I got 76 and 87 with it all together on live FPL, I'm currently on 87 points. So we have made a massive gain. A lot of gain, to be in fact, which is mad. Watkins paid off though. Watkins did pay off quite a bit. So I'm quite very pleased with that. I'm quite happy though with the rank gains I've made this week. To be honest, we're pushing back to the kind of places we want to be at, which is where we are at. Safety score 72. Off top 10k is 123. We're aiming for top 10k this year, so we are trying to get there. We have lowered it though, because I was off like 140 or something off top 10k, so we've lowered it. We're gonna go for 500k first, then 250k, then we're gonna start hitting for everything else. Obviously, I do not believe that Henry's that owned. 4.3. And I think with McAllister being low owned as well, 6.6. McAllister March back again, then I'll be absolutely definitely in the top 500k, or within reach of the top 500k. But just imagine if I played Watkins now over Salah. This would have been my time to get that 100-point week. It's a bit of a shame. I wanted a 100-point week. Haven't had one yet this year. I've normally had at least 3 by now, but I don't think I've had a 100-point week. I think I've come close. I don't think I have had one though. 85 that week. 87 that week. Don't get me wrong. My points have been very good. They've been pretty consistent. I just want to say they've been as consistent as I would have wanted them to be. So a 100-point week now would be big for me. I think it's all about just staying within the top 500k this year for me. I think another top 500k finish I'll be happy with. With 11 million players in the game, a top 500k finish is more than pleasing for me. More than pleasing. It's not where I want to necessarily be, but I'm happy with it. I'm happy going to another season knowing I've reached the top 500k mark, so I don't mind that. And we are close. We've been having to rattle on all season to try and get it, but we're close. Very close. I'm happy with my points as well. I've gained 15 points in the rank. Essentially. Because I think my last week's team would have got like 70 or something. And considering this has set me up long term, I've got Kane for next week, which was a better pick than Haaland, which paid off. Obviously, you look at Haaland scoring 5 goals versus Leipzig, you think, am I going to want him versus Liverpool now in 29? Considering he's got a week off. That is one of the things. It's whether you want to take the risk of not having him for Liverpool. Tony's ownership, look, is big. Mitoma's ownership is 82.6. 101%, but Tony's is 128.3%. So with Tony's ownership being so much more massive, it's better off. McAllister's score is going to be even bigger. And March. Salah's quite owned. Kane was massively owned this week. Actually, Henry weren't that big owned. Raya wasn't that big owned. These are put down as their ownerships with like captains and things. But Chilwell at 1.1%, 1.5 overall, was just massive. 1.1% in my range had him for the Green Arrow. And it's like only 105 there and an 82 there, so it wasn't bad going Tony considering he's on 10. Matoma's on 12. But Tony could get another return. Like I said, it was a 50-50 call. We will only be doing 15 minutes of the second half or so, because I do gonna get off within the next like 25 minutes or so. I think it's when we will decide to get off. But we had a nice stream, boys. Had a very nice stream. We're not getting off yet, though. We're not getting off yet. So if you don't mind staying for another 20 odd so minutes, Fabio, that would be much appreciated. But yeah, no, wasn't mad. Wasn't mad at all. Might be less than 20 minutes to be honest. I might pack up soon. We'll see. But no, we've had quite a long stream. We were planning for like the hour-ish, so we've done all right. We're happy with the points we've gained as well. We're just gonna wait for this to come down now. I'll tell you what we'll do, Fabio. You got your YouTube, haven't you? Pull up. Well, actually, no, don't matter. Don't matter. I was going to say something else, but don't matter. But actually, no, stay on it for a minute. Ugh. But yeah, no. We'll see. We'll see what's going to happen this game. But no, I'm not too bad at this. Just out of curiosity, who's your favourite City player, Fabio? Without saying freaking Haaland or anything. Oh, do you know what? I am knackered, boys, so I think we're going to leave this there. And I'll talk to you in Discord, Fabio and Slay. But I think we're gonna leave it there. We said about an hour. We've been 55, so we're close enough. But yeah, no. I haven't been feeling too great today, but my grains are not great, so to be honest, for me to get on here, it took a lot. I am quite tired, so I'm going to get back to probably sleep after the games and have a nice rest, but yeah, no, I hope you boys have a good day. Phil Foden, nice. Yeah, no, I hope you boys have a good day. I did plan to watch the rest of the half, but I think, to be honest, I'm just too tired, so I'd rather just be ready for tomorrow, to be honest, and tomorrow's stream. I've got some work to catch up on as well later, so I do hope everyone has a good stream. Had a good day, and I hope your FPL is going very well. And yeah, no, I'll see you boys in the next one, and yeah, bye.